I am picking the Philadelphia Eagles to win the NFC East. The next president of the United States, Joe Biden's favorite football team is the Philadelphia Eagles. Right after Trump's inauguration, Joe Biden's favorite team won the Super Bowl. The eagle is also the logo on the American United States logo on the back of the quarter. Joe Biden will see his Eagles in the playoffs right after he wins the election. I have to go with Philadelphia to win the division. We don't see Nick Foles coming in and leading the Eagles to the playoffs. Carson Wentz is going to have bad luck again. Carson Wentz is going to get hurt. This is why he's called Jalen Hurts. He comes in not after a quarterback benching, but right after a quarterback injury. His last name is Hurts. You know what's interesting? He went to quarterback at Oklahoma. Kyler Murray played quarterback at Oklahoma. The Philadelphia Eagles draft Jalen Hurts. The Cardinals' last title came in the 1947 championship game against Jalen Hurts. Kyler Murray, his birthday is the same birthday as Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a Houston, Texas native. Houston was where the Cardinals got the trade for DeAndre Hopkins. Houston was where George Floyd was born at before he died at Minneapolis. In the year of Black Lives Matter, a white quarterback will go down. A brother is going to come in for the Philadelphia Eagles. 52 prior picks. 53rd pick. There were 52 prior picks. Are they drafting this guy to be a franchise because are they ready to move on from Carson Wentz? And they feel that the injuries are not worth it for the quarterback that they have right now. Jalen Hurts, born on August the 7th, 1998. 9-1 is 10, 19, 20, 27. 27 adds up to 9. Jalen Hurts is a 24-6 life path. And here's where I'm going with this. Jalen has Jamachi at 15. He's a Texas native like Kyler Murray. Jalen Hurts, I would predict to make his debut over at Glendale, Arizona. Because Glendale, Arizona and Jalen both have the Jamachis of 42. Now, this may be a game where I may pick the Eagles to win. I might pick the Eagles to beat the Cardinals. I'm going to go with Jalen to put in a solid debut before playing in the playoffs for the Philadelphia Eagles. You had the dynamic of the NFC East, Dak Prescott franchise. You have Ron Rivera trying to change the culture with Dwayne Haskins. You find out a brother who can replace Carson Wentz. This is the moment where it would happen. The former Oklahoma quarterback makes his debut. He replaced Kyler Murray. He comes in against Kyler Murray. Carson Wentz getting the win over at the Bay Area, the first win of the season on Monday Night Football. It's Arizona that has to watch of 84. How about Wentz's injury? Carson Wentz's injury has the same Jamachi as Arizona. The date duration. Joe Biden being an Eagles fan. Joe Biden having Kamala Harris as his vice president. Black quarterback has to lead the Eagles to the playoffs. Joe Biden, Jamachi 37. Philly has Jamachi 37. Joe Biden is a Philly fan from the state of Pennsylvania. The winner of the election has to do with the Philadelphia Eagles somehow, some way sneaking in the playoffs because the NFL is rigged. And you know it is. 52 picks after the number 1 pick is Jalen Hurts. So with that being said, Cardinals, Eagles. Now, here's where you have to break this down, too. This is week 15. Jalen Hurts can come in week 15. He could make his first start against the Dallas Cowboys in the state of Texas, December 27th. That'd be a game for the division. January the 3rd, 1-3, Philadelphia and the 13 original colonies, or Dallas having gematria of 13. Now, there may be a shaming ritual for Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy, too, before the Cowboys eventually fix their defense. Don't be surprised at all if the Philadelphia Eagles win the division. I'm going with the Eagles to win the division. It's only appropriate that Joe Biden in Philly would be in there because they faced off against the Cardinals in the 1947 NFL Championship. Joe Biden was the vice president to the first black president, Obama, from Chicago. This is where you're getting the Joe Biden references to the Philadelphia Eagles. The George Floyd Houston native and Jalen Hurts being a Houston native makes this a strong possibility, a very strong possibility. Who did Carson Wentz get hurt against the Rams? He gets hurt against the Cardinals. I mean, the NFC West. I don't know if that's what they want. This is what we're speculating. Jalen Hurts has to come in after an injury. There's no other way around it. This makes complete sense, but the question is what week? Injured? Cardinals? Perfect gematria sequence for this to happen. And we see some magic happen for Philadelphia to stay alive in the playoffs, right? That's what you can see happening. Date numerology of 9, date numerology of 72. Complicated question. A complicated meaning, I should say, of that particular date. (135, 136 days is the time duration. Is that the gematria of Jalen Hurts of Oklahoma? Because it is Sooners and it is Glendale that has gematria of 33. How many wins would Carson Wentz have in the NFL at that time? How many games would Carson Wentz have in the NFL at that time? Big questions that we need to answer right here. The Cowboys has gematria of under 35. This would be the moment where he could make his first NFL start against the Dallas Cowboys. He would come in at Glendale. And Jalen Hurts. Philadelphia wins the division. They both have the same birthdays. It may begin at week 15. He makes his debut against the Dallas Cowboys. Jalen Alexander Hurts in Scottish Rite gematrias 39. It's Arizona that has gematria 39. I mean, I see the injury for Carson Wentz at some point, but the biggest question is which week is it going to happen? I think we are going to see Jalen Hurts come in. He's going to be big time for the Eagles this year. I don't know anything about this year, but the kid comes in at some point. I think Biden, being an Eagles fan, I think is going to bear well for them, at least to make it to the playoffs. And we see a shaming, humiliation ritual of Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, right? America's laughingstock. I think that's what the powers that be have. In the wake of Black Lives Matter, this is too much for me to overcome. The fact that his last name is Hurts is too much for me to overlook. Cowboys are probably going to miss the playoffs.